never was a federal event placed on the independence calendar to be held in the island of Nevis. For the first time under Team Unity, we went up to Nevis, Nipak. We held the Prime Minister's lecture. For the first time since it had been hosted, that happened in Nevis. Last year, for the first time since independence, for the first time in 32 years under Team Unity, Nevis had a program, the National Church Service for Independence, held in Nevis. It took Team Unity to make a difference, to take Nevis out where they had a sense of isolation, where they had a sense that they didn't matter anymore, that they were not a part. That is why they wouldn't forget about the pepper in the rice and all of them things there that were from some long, long time, if they ever were said. But when the government in St. Kitts, that should be representing all of us, said to you that you're not matter, what it is you're going to expect. For the first time, we took the Governor General up to Nipak to meet with all the students of Nevis. And they had an opportunity to interact with the Governor General, who is their Governor General too. Ask questions, understand his life journey, and see if they could learn lessons out of that. These things have happened because of your support for Team Unity administration. I will confess that it hasn't been a journey without hard work. But we took on the hard work of making tough decisions, of doing things differently, because we genuinely believe that these new things were part of the fresh start which we promised the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. All of the going had not been easy. After all, we are new team. We had a tradition of breaking down each other. Now we have to get accustomed to represent each other, build up rather than destroying. And we have been doing this, I would say, in a creditable way. I want to say thank God for Sean Richards, the leader of the People's Action Movement. Give him a round of applause. Because without his support, his loyal support, the team would not have progressed the way we have progressed. So I say thank you to Sean and all the other members of the People's Action Movement. I say in particular, a hearty thank you to Dr. Simmons, because Dr. Simmons had been one of the strongest supporters of the Team Unity movement. Give him a round of applause. As their most successful leader, it was a sense of pride when this year we had the investiture ceremony and we acclaimed him his rightful place as the first Prime Minister and a leader of the country for 15 years, in making him one of the national heroes. Every reasonable citizen, whatever his or her politics would say, Bradshaw has his place in history, and that can't be diminished. The man is dead, but long live Papa Bradshaw and his word. Southwell came after him, found love in St. Kitts. He was made a national hero, and we could argue about his own contribution in the context of national hero. We could argue. We could have a debate. You had France, long served as an honest, humble man in trade union and so on. France came from Nevis, and he became a national hero. And you go on and on. And you ask, well, what about Dr. Simmons? If all of those people We take Batch out of the argument because nobody will argue out a man who in the hearts of people till now, a Papa Batch them a vote for. So we're not going to argue about Papa. But you could argue about others, and you could well conclude they were worthy. But none could deny that the man who led the country to independence and went on to serve it successfully was equally deserving of the acclaim of a national hero. And that is why we did the right thing in naming Dr. Simmons our national hero. As to who will be next, that is left for others to determine independently. But we say we have 5 now: Bradshaw, Southwell, France, Daniel, and Dr. Simmons. Where are the women? Where are the women? And all our national heroes need not be politicians. So we have to look for people. That ain't mean y'all ain't gonna make me a national hero. Just kidding. But we have to look for other people who have served us very well. Nurses, teachers, barberers, the village bakers that helped build St. Kitts and Nevis, honestly through their hard work, their example and sacrifice. Perhaps we may find a preacher man who gave his all in service to God, to honor the memory and contribution of that person too as a national hero. So the future will look bright in relation to that. I want to end on a note of gratitude to you, the people who have come out in such large and abundant numbers tonight, indicating to me what I always believe: no matter where you are, in America, in London, in Australia, once you're from St. Kitts and Nevis, that lives in your heart. And you want the best for this St. Kitts and Nevis. You want, when you hear the national anthem being played, you can join in, oh land of beauty, where the people stand free. You want that. So whether you are in the north or west, you can say to your neighbor, of all the lands be the east or west, I, man from St. Kitts, and I love my federation the best. You may be living in the BVI, and you may have become a belonger, but in your heart, like the man with the bar, Nito or Nieto, he still remember that he hailed from Sandy Point. Is that where he from? He said, man, I'm from Sandy Point, man. You come here and you enemy. Man is from Sandy Point. In his heart, he is a Kittitian and an Nevisian, and he wants the best for his country. I see Idris Sodain that I haven't seen for a long time have to come to the BVI to see Idris, because in her heart, she's a Kittitian. And although she has the green card, yes, you got it right, and more. You see that? In her heart and in her mind, she is a Kittitian. She wants the best. And I say, pray for us, criticize us if you will, but do it constructively. You no need for no bitterness and no falling out, because we will listen and we will make amends when there is wisdom in the advice given. We want to really be an honest government, hard-working government, a productive government. So at the end, you will remember us as humble people from St. Kitts and Nevis who had an opportunity to make a difference in the lives of the country. And you will say, well done, good and faithful servant. That is what Eileen would wish to hear of Timothy Harris' legacy as the Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis. And I say I will try hard. Whatever the sacrifice I have to make, leading a country is not easy. Being a minister of government is not easy, but being the Prime Minister is even more challenging, because at the end of it, the buck stops with you. The good things are accredited to your administration, and the bad things will be left as part of your legacy. The buck stops here. And I'm working with some very capable people. And we are working together to make St. Kitts work, make it prosperous. But above all, we have always to remember that St. Kitts and Nevis must always be a nation under God. So thank you very much for coming and for giving such wonderful support.